Ah, there's the old Diplodocus. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. Let me tell you, for the past 2 weeks, it has been below freezing, and I've been outside doing some videos, checking out some places. We are going to do things a little different today. Being that it's not as cold, we're going to do something inside. I'm tired of being outside for a little while, so I'm going to do an adventure inside. We're going to check out some dinosaurs. That's right, some dinosaurs, among other things. We are down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Oakland. If you look over there, there's the Cathedral of Learning over there. I did a video over there. You can, I went to the top, not all the way to the top, you can't do that. Did the observation windows. They have their, they have some different rooms in there, nationality rooms you can check out. One of the favorite buildings down here. This is the home to Pitt University, H2P. Love it. Pittsburgh Panthers. Got the hat on today. But we are going to check out the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. That is one of 4 of the Carnegie museums, one of the largest in the United States. Named for and built for Andrew Carnegie, which was a prominent leader in the steel industry in the past. But that is the adventure today. That's the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. This was founded in 1895. And I see DIPPY, which is over there. I'm going to walk over there because I am going to show you DIPPY. He's actually a monument for Andrew Carnegie. Now, I don't want to hear no slack because some people say Carnegie, some people say Carnegie. I think it's personally of what you're talking about. If you're talking about Andrew Carnegie, if you're saying Carnegie. If you're talking about the Carnegie Hall, it's Carnegie. So the choice is yours, I guess. But yeah, this building is great. We are right down here in Oakland. It's the snow's still on the ground, but there is still the hustle and bustle of Oakland. And I always love that building. The sky looks really cool. That's a Pitt blue sky right there. That's what that is. That's
not a cold blue.
That's a Pitt blue
unreal.
sky today. We got the Pitt blue sky behind the Cathedral of Learning. But let's go over and check out DIPPY. And if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch and get ready. Let's go. We are right here. Right here. That is fantastic. Oh, shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva. You're okay. You're okay for watching my channel.
Jesus, God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh, shit. That's why I tell you, take a sip. History. Better Malanga. And there is DIPPY. Diplodocus Carnegie, or Diplodocus Carnegie, however you want to pronounce it. Now, obviously this isn't a real one. This is a fiberglass one here. This was put here in 1999 as a commemorative for Andrew Carnegie, for giving us such an amazing museum. And they always dress up DIPPY here. He always has some sort of scarf going on. Pitt, Steelers, sometimes he has a hat on. This actually was the first, not this one, but this was the first dinosaur here, the Diplodocus. In 1899, they found the skeleton for the Diplodocus, and that was the first dinosaur for the museum. So obviously this one's fiberglass, but yeah, Dippy is a staple down here in Oakland. I mean, look at that. Look at that. So cool. He's fun. And I think if it wasn't winter right now, you could walk around inside and you can go up to him. I don't know if they have it cleared. Nah, it's not cleared, and I'm not walking through that right now, but it's, well, maybe a little bit. I guess it is a little bit. Here, the Diplodocus Carnegie. Yep. Pause it, read it. At nighttime, oh, look at that. Look at the cathedral behind him. That's awesome. But yeah, this is fiberglass. You feel his heartbeat. Yeah. Look at how cool. Look how cool and long he is here. The tail goes way back here. Awesome. This is cool. Yeah, he's fun. You can see in the summertime all the kids. And there's everywhere you look here in Pittsburgh, there's all kind of stuff. There's all kind of like historic and architectural eye candy everywhere you look. Very cool. But yeah, we're gonna go inside. It's Sunday. It's actually a pretty nice day out. I think.
Good right here.
Yeah. They're open from 10 to 5 today, I believe. We're not students here, obviously, but I think it's 25 bucks to get into. That does include 2 museums, though, because this actually is attached to the Carnegie Art Museum, which I cannot film. You can film the history side, but you can't do the art side. But you will get 2 museums for that price of 1. You could spend a whole day here. I actually don't know if I'll get to walk around the whole thing, to be honest with you or not. But let's go get our tickets so we can see the real Dippy inside. So here's the front of the museum. Look at the doors. The doors are awesome. Globes are cool. And here is Bach. The gift, right there, the gift of Andrew Carnegie to the people of Pittsburgh. If you read that over there, he actually wanted everybody, whether you were well-to-do or whether you were a steel worker, right? He wanted everybody to know what was out there in the world, what the world had to offer him, or or her. But let's go in here, and again, I will say they do have a parking lot here. I did not park, or a parking garage. I did not park in that, but I parked on the street. If you can park on the street, that's free on a Sunday. On a Sunday it is. Yeah, there's the hours right here. And look at these. Look at the globes. The doors. Okay. Are you ready for this? Ooh. Look what's sitting here. Oh yeah, look at this. This is just like, I guess, the foyer. You know what I mean? In here, we aren't even in the actual museum. I like those. Like kind of sconce things. Those are cool. We're gonna go pay somewhere. I forget where it is. Maybe here. And then we'll walk around. Like I said, I can show you the natural museum part. I can't show you the art museum though. But let me get my tickets and we'll walk around. We'll go see some real dinosaurs. Some real dinosaurs that aren't alive anymore. Okay, so I got my tickets. And I did get stopped because people were telling me I couldn't record in here, but I had to pull up the rules. And like I said, I know the rules. You can do it in Natural History Museum, but you can't record in the art museum. But we did come through the gift shop, which is kind of weird because most places you go, you exit through the gift shop. Here you enter through the gift shop. But right now, this is the first room you come into. We are in like Middle Earth, okay? It's talking about fossils, different fossils and things in here. And these are real. This is the real deal. Like I said, I'm going to show you as much as I can in here. Ooh, look at the bones in there. See, they all have a writing on it when it was found, like to record it. Check this out. Okay, this was kind of cool. They must do this different now, though. This is the Stratovator. We're at 6,000 feet right now. They used to close these doors. You would come in here, and it takes you a trip to the center of the earth. It'll take you down to 16,000 feet.
Oh, doors will stay open.
Okay.
Well, folks,
So they must have did this different. They, like I said, they used to change, or they used to close the door, and then it would actually get warmer in here the deeper you went. And you would watch this video, and it tells you about finding fossils and stuff in the middle of the earth.
Stromatolites are one of the first forms of life on this planet. And they were neat because they took in carbon dioxide and they gave off oxygen.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool in here. Like I said, man, that's kind of disappointing that they did that. But, wonder when they changed that. I don't know. Yeah, you used to be able to close the door. It would shut. And people outside could see where we were. And in here it would tell you. Like right now he's at 8,000 feet. But, I think times changed with that whole COVID crap. More fossils. Little setup of what is fossil fuel. If you look down here, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't think it's real, but it'd be cool if it was. It may be, but
But it says this is
big,
coal left.
yeah, big piece of coal right there. That's awesome. Okay, we are in another room. I'm gonna take you in there. That place is really cool in there. The Paleo Lab, the fossil preparation area. So they actually do actual bones in here. How cool is that? Wow, look at this. This wasn't here last time I was here. The vertebrae. That's pretty cool. Wow. Got some tools of the trade here. Some drills. Yeah, look how big those are, man. That's crazy, right? Wow. Oh, okay, I just looked over here. I seen dusting off Dippy. So, that's what these are. They're repairing the actual real Diplodocus Carnegie. Oh, wow. So, I wonder if he's even in there at all. Look at that. Yeah, sometimes when we go into the actual dinosaur room, they actually have, like, for every dinosaur, what is a real bone and what is a cast in there. So I'll show you when we go in there. So wow, Dippy might not even be in there. I don't know, because the Hall of Dinosaurs is in that next room. But yeah, wow. The Hillman Hall of Minerals and Gems. This place is cool inside. Very cool. Look at that piece. Smoky quartz. Copper. That's an awesome piece right there of malachite. Wow. Another wall of all the gems and crystals. Yeah, look at this. Oh, check this piece out. Here's some weathering processes, effects that it has on certain things. Wow. Some sulfur right there. That's a big piece of sulfur. It is Bisbee. Oh wow, we were just talking about Arizona because there may be something planned here in the near future. Wow, okay. More gems, crystals. Little another showcase here, and there's some fool's gold right there. Pyrite. Yeah, I love the gems in here. Look at that quartz back right there. This room's pretty cool. Oh, look at that ruby in there. Radioactivity.
Yeah, this stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah, look, it's censoring right now. The Geiger counter. It's pretty neat. Here's a hands-on float popper.
Ooh, that's satisfying.
Yeah, it is smooth. Just imagine how many people touch that right now.
That's what I was just
And this
thinking,
is-
actually. Do you have hand sanitizer?
I do. Minerals from the Soviet Union. Wow, check those out. Man, I would love to have some of these in my collection. Wow.
Look at this.
And right here, there's some, looks like some tourmaline right there, but it's not. There's a gem pocket here that you can look into. How cool is that? Wow. There's a big amethyst geode. Here's the room inside. Like I said, you can walk around and it's just crystals and gems everywhere in here. It looks bigger with the mirrors too. But yeah, so cool in here. Look at that. There's some amber jewelry here. Yeah, look at that piece though. Wow, that's awesome. And back there, look at that. Amber does look cool. I do have a piece of amber at home, nothing like that. But wow, that's crazy. Wow. There's some different tourmaline, which is really cool. They're all from Brazil there. More jewelry. These are pretty cool here. Look at that.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
Oh, the fire opal, even.
That is cool. Wow, that's awesome. And jade. Probably can't really pick up the colors, man, but the colors are like super cool in here. Check this out right here. That is wild. I'm in a room here with some bigger pieces. We're ready to get out of the mineral area.
Oh, that's cool.
That's wild. Wow. Okay, so are we ready to go see the dinosaurs? I think so. Here's a Redondosaurus Brahmani. Told you we get to the dinosaurs. Camarasaur lentis. Trapped in the side of the wall. That's wild. Oh, that's cool. Some fossiled fish. Oh, wow. I'm digging these. Ocean life is really crazy and creepy. Some different scenes here. I like how they put them together though. Like that. Wow. And since I can't pronounce half the names, that is what they are.
Dinosaurus altus.
Yeah, I can pronounce some of them, but some of them are just crazy. And here we are in the main room for the big dinosaurs. Look how big this is. There's a rundown talking about Dippy. And if we turn around, we got the other one. Wow. This is the fun room for everybody here. Very cool. Red, look at it. And they even got some small ones down here. Just imagine seeing one of these like in real life.
Now, who wants to hold it? Anybody? Okay, you're gonna have to.
This is what a Stegosaurus.
Do that? Okay, I'm gonna start
Wow.
over here, and each one of you can get a turn.
That's crazy,
Now,
right?
do you guys like dinosaurs?
Is that flipping awesome or what? That's flipping awesome. So here's what I was trying to show you. When you get on these screens, it'll show you what the actual, what a cast is and what was sculpted. So if you look at those, like that piece over there was actually sculpted, and most of those spines up there are real, except for I think like that one's a sculpted one. So yeah, you can get the information of what's sculpted, what's real, and what's an actual fossil on all these. So you can look at all these dinosaurs and do that and find out, because you know they didn't find all the pieces, so they had to make some. Okay, so again, with the pronunciation, since I can't or don't want to try, there he is right there. Well, if I tried, I know somebody would call it out. And then here again is what's real, what's cast, what's sculpted. All right, here's another scene that's pretty cool. There's a little dinosaur looking up the tree, and that's what he's checking out right there. I didn't even notice that. That was pretty cool. So here's Dippy again, right? And I wasn't sure where these were, but now that we know, look how almost everything on Dippy is real. How about that? Pizzicatoris. Look at that. It's like a porcupine. Here's a Protoceratops. That's cool. They were so small, but man, can you imagine running into that? Wow. Corythosaurus. These are really cool. And there's... Okay, and I think everybody's probably favorite, the T-Rex. Look at this. How cool is that? And they have two of them. Look at that. Whoa. How cool is that? Got the ribs.
So this was saying one of them was real and one of them was cast.
The whole dinosaur?
I think so.
Digging at that. Wow. So the one on the left is real, and the one on the right is completely cast. So real and cast. So this one's the real deal right here. How crazy is that? Here's some skulls. Right here, these things are massive. So if you watch Jurassic Park, you would remember this guy. He's always awesome. Has that big piece on his skull there up at the top, so you can ram things. That's pretty awesome. You know, I always tell everybody to look up. I wasn't listening to myself, because check that out up there. How crazy is that? Wow. Here's a different view of the other dinosaur that the T's got and feasting on. Some mini dinosaurs right here. But you know what? They're probably nervous because the Triceratops is right here, treading through the land. Look how big his skull is, man. Wow, that is crazy. This thing, actually, I think he impresses me more than the T-Rex, to be honest with you.
These guys were vegetarians, though.
Yeah. How cool is that? Wow. So we checked him out, but look, the head is actually real. So that head they have found, like, that's the real deal there. How crazy is that to find? Man. And over here in this corner, we got this guy. Look at the head. It's really thin too. Like it's, wow. All right, if we go in here, this is kind of like my favorite area right here. Because it's all the fish, the sea, and it's like creepy, scary. Some of these. Yeah, look at that. And this guy has always been my favorite when I came here. That is so creepy. Look at this dude. Wow. Look at how scary. Imagine going. This is why a lot of people probably don't go in the water. And then, look at this though, up here. This is such a cool room back in here. Look at this. Wow. Look at how long this guy is. And that's turtle. Can you imagine seeing this? And then here is another area here. Look at this. Wow. That's crazy, right? Wow. So awesome. Museums are great. And there, look at that little turtle right there. Wow. So check this out. I came up an extra floor and check these. That's what those were, man. Check that out. They're just flying. Their heads are crazy. And then I'm gonna go up one more floor to get a better view of the DIPPYs. But yeah, I wanted to come up here and show you these guys. Okay, so here we are on the 3rd floor. You get this big oversight of those 2 big DIPPYs down there. Wow. How cool is that? Very awesome. Entering the age of mammals. This is almost like a learning area for kids as well. There's the evolution of horses. And then you can actually dig for, if you're a kid, you can like dig for fossils in the sand over there, which is pretty cool. The bone hunting. Yeah, it's almost like the evolution room here. A camel with no hump. There's a mammoth right here. Those are ginormous. So the room behind me is like more hands-on. You can touch everything in there. It's more for like kids and stuff in there. But they have all. I don't want to go in there because there is a bunch of kids. But you can touch all the taxidermy things and look and get a close-up shot of them. Ooh, look at that. Irish elk. Alright, so I dodged some of the kids and came back through that room, and there's actually some dioramas back here. The raven. Quoth the raven. Yeah, this is kind of a cool setup back here. It looks kind of cozy back in here. Some eggs they're sitting on. Look at the little baby one right there. Yeah, cool little diorama setup. Okay, and surprise, surprise, we have some specimens in jars in here as well. So if you were a kid, this would be cool and creepy in here, right? Oh man, look at that. Whoa. Look at this. Look down here.
That looks like that bottle of alcohol or whatever we've been watching.
Wow. Oh man, what is this? That looks like a cobra. It does look like a cobra. And they have the lights. That isn't my camera. They have the lights going like in and out.
Oh, if you need your hand, baby. Is that how it does it?
Look at this is creepy crawly stuff here, man. Oh, look at that one.
Wait, I think if you put your hand on it, the lights go. That's what it's doing over here.
That's oh man. What is that? Turtle? Turtle. Yeah. So if you were a kid, this is cool. Okay, so here we are on the second floor, and looks like there's a bunch of taxidermied and diorama areas. This is pretty awesome. This has been here forever too. The lower jawbone of a sperm whale. Look at that. We have a little picture here. And also pause it and read it. These dioramas are pretty fantastic. Wow, look at that. Mountain sheep. Doll sheep. Mountain goats. Check out the mountain goats. Those are, I dig these guys. You got one way up on the top up there. Alaskan bear. Well, check that eagle out though. I'm liking that. He is. That's cool. I'm gonna go back here for a minute because right here, when we were talking about the mountain goats, right? I would have gotten mauled because look, I didn't even see him up there, right? I didn't even see him up there. My adventure would have ended. All right, here we go. We got some Alaskan brown bears here. And look at it, it's really 3D here because even on the outside of the glass, it feels like you're not separated really.
I didn't even realize you were.
But there's mama bear. Oh, that's a nice fish too. Okay, but what are they looking at? Are they looking at me or are they looking at, oh, they're looking at him. They don't want him around at all. And here's a scene that I can picture pretty good because this is the Allegheny black bears, you know? Well, not Allegheny black bears, but the black bears of the Allegheny.
Which we've never seen in real life.
Well, I've seen them. I've seen them. Me and you together have not seen them.
No, not like out hiking.
Right, right. I've seen them in the wild before, though.
I've seen those mushrooms.
Oh, those are awesome. You do go see the mushrooms. Pretty cool. Check this out. They're tearing that iguana up. Like, they are really tearing him up. Wow. This is a nice little 3D experience here. Got an ostrich with the eggs, and then up and away, there's a giraffe way up there. Wow, pretty big. Oh boy, the chase is on. Look at that cheetah in the background. And these two know what's up too. They're getting out of Dodge. Here's a giant sable, which is an African antelope. Imagine seeing that coming at you. And my favorite, the vultures. Oh, it looks like somebody shot him with an arrow. There's an arrow right there. And we got the vultures, man. Look at the wingspan on that thing. Wow, look how big this one is with the mountain elk.
So big.
And then they're just watching in the back. Look, yeah, I don't think you realize how big this is in here. This looks like you're really outside, doesn't
I
it?
don't understand how yeah.
It looks like you're outside on this one. That's how big this is. Wow. That's crazy. And who wants to make friends with the badger? Here's a little scene here, which is kind of cool. We got the coyote over here. Got that squirrel up there just chilling. And got the marmot here. He's showing everybody his beer gut.
That's adorable.
Okay, this is crazy here. This is actually an elephant skull right here. Okay, it was shot in 1909. So, by Mr. Childs Frick. It's sad. It's sad to see because we know that what goes on is wrong, but it's crazy how big that skull is.
It was
Here's some mammals of Pennsylvania, which is where we
I think
are.
you're thinking of the mink your dad shot.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Infamous
But
flying
he was
squirrel
darker
up there.
if it was that size. They get
cottontail.
lighter than,
I gotcha.
they get lighter.
Don't see no jackalope on here. Maybe the jackalope's not from Pennsylvania.
That's like what gets your chickens. They would be really hard to.
There's a river otter.
Fisher, yeah. But those get in your chicken coops. I don't know.
It's nicer they raise chickens.
Nile crocodiles here. It's a cool little display too. Picture him swimming underneath, making that turn. No, the black rhinoceros. Okay, in the savannah now. Wow.
Nests are full.
At the old watering hole. There's nests. Look at the giraffe right there. See, I told you there's a pretty tall ceiling in here. It looks like you're genuinely outside.
Don't run into the glass. How do they keep the glasses clean?
Yeah, see, look, you're looking down here, and it's like 3D, and it's like I told you, it makes you feel like you're outside. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Some warthogs over there. So they just got the whole party here. The whole party's here.
Oh, look at these guys.
Yep. The old Savannah watering hole. Mountain Isla. They just look like they're just like
Loving life.
just loving it up. Loving it up. Look at this. I don't think I've ever heard of one of those. I kind of want one, but I know I shouldn't have one in my house, but I'd like one. And then the horned viper and a sandfish over on the left. Okay, we are on the 3rd floor, and look at this, the wall of bugs. Oh no. They're all bugs. Look at those up here. Wow. Yeah, some of them are cool looking, but I don't want to find them. Yeah. Yeah, look at these here. Oh
These
wow.
look like just like a decoration. They're really pretty.
Oh man. Oh, look at those.
Those look like little.
Wow. I don't even. Oh man, I would freak out, man.
Any one of these was
Oh man. Yeah, I'd be freaking out. Look at those ones. Those look kind of cool right there. Wow. Yeah. And then we go over here. We got some butterflies. Or no, those aren't butterflies. Oh, I thought I seen butterflies.
up top. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's where I seen them. Yeah. Butterflies. Oh man, yeah. There's a walking stick up there at the top, which is really cool. Beetles freak
Look at
me
that
out.
top one.
I know, that's one. Oh man.
What is it?
Oh,
A true
wow.
bugs, it says.
I don't know, man. I don't want them on me. Look at this though. Oh yeah. Centipedes. Look at that shore crab.
That's cool.
Oh, they have a managed shrimp here too. And horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crabs are pretty cool. Wow, yeah, that freaks me out, man. Ooh. These are awesome. I love a Luna moth. Luna moths are great. Oh, they have a lanternfly right there.
Oh, see.
Yeah, that's what they look like when you open them up. They look pretty, but they just infest everything. Some more. Oh, look at those. I guess those would be butterflies up top. Wow. Moths. And more. That is so cool. Wow, look at the blue on those. Wow. And a big old honeybee hive. That's like, look how big. It's like, oh God. It's trying to show you, you know, it's just gross. I know honeybees are good, but it's just gross. Just nasty. These dioramas are fun. Digger wasps. Termites. Got some ants. No. More ants. And more. Yeah, those are really creepy right there because it's oversized. And we are in the Hall of Birds, but it's not just this. We're gonna walk down this hall and see a bunch of birds. It goes all the way down, and I don't know, I wanted so much to see the Egyptian mummies and stuff like that. I think it's closed for they're doing some modeling in there, remodeling or whatever, so maybe we'll get to see something. I don't know, but that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Mighty heron, the mighty great blue heron right there.
What's that one?
So, well, I think they're all dead in here.
No, but they look.
Yeah, well, that's they made it look like he is. That's how they. But look, but it is cool. But they have the tags on there. They have the tags on all the birds. I think when they do it, that sometimes they do it like that. You'll see them like laid out. There's the cardinal. Here's the dodo. And that's a real like bird, man. Ain't that crazy? That's, well, it was a real bird. Yeah, that's insane. Look at the macaw. The mighty macaw and the white-tailed eagle. There's the cockapoo. I think all these are flightless birds here. Yeah, they're all flightless birds here. The razorbill. A great auk pelican. The Atlantic puffin. Actually, if you're into hockey, I went to go see them once or twice. They play for free, but the Pittsburgh Puffins. It's a women's hockey team. Oh, look at these guys. Look at the king penguin. Look at that. There's a hummingbird. And their nests are like super, super tiny. Look at the eggs. They have the eggs. That looks like my writing actually on those eggs, man. Look how small. Oh, yeah. That's my writing. I can work here. Oh yeah, there's the grouse, sage grouse. Wow, yeah, well, oh yeah. All right, we got the birds of paradise here. These are great. Look at that one there. Yeah, look at the.
Looks like a hat from the 20s.
How cool is that? Though, right? Super, super cool. There's the peacock. The peafowl. Oh, look at this. The Fruit Loop. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is kind of fun here. Birds and comics. Some of these are really awesome, but check the colors out on that ocellated turkey. That's wild, right? How cool is that? Wow. Oh yeah. Marabou. He's cool. That's the original plague doctor right there. Right? That's awesome. Look at the Hosen. Wow. I'd like to see some of these birds in a while. That'd be cool.
Oh, look at that. Elf owl. Look how tiny.
Which one is it? Oh, this guy right here? Yeah. That is cool. Okay, so I told you they have the mummies in the Egyptian. I could hear them working actually where we were. They're working on a display, so they have that room closed, but they do have some stuff out here for us to look at. But the actual room where it usually is awesome. It is awesome. Look at, that's cool. I'm just reading it, you know what I mean? It's so worn, so old. But yeah, they did have some artifacts out here. The goddess Sekhmet. So cool. I wish they weren't working on a room, but it is what it is. And if you're looking at this room is fantastic too. And then if you look down, how cool, right? That is so awesome. Super, super cool. Okay. Here's another. Well, I'm glad they brought some of this stuff out. Imhotep. Another view from up here looking down. There's the... Is that the Hall of Bugs down there? No, it couldn't have been. We were on the Hall of Bugs. What is that down there? I don't know.
It looks like butterflies. Is that like
But
for sale?
I don't know. But across there, that is where the Egyptian room was that they're working on. So, darn it, it is closed. And it really does, man. That exhibit is super, super cool to go check that out. But yeah, it's all totally closed. But we do have the Polar World exhibit here, which is one of my favorites. When we go in here, it should be cooler inside, simulating the polar world itself. So let's go check this out and see if we can feel the difference in here. A little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit. It got a little cooler in here. With the lights and the, yeah, see, it's all like the Eskimo kind of. Look, and I always like this. This was one of my favorite. That's on a whale bone, I think. Yeah, whale vertebrae. How cool is that? All these. Sled dogs. It does feel the temperature did drop in here. It's great. And then one of my favorite things to do too is you can sit on this bench that they have here, and you can watch one of the videos that they're playing. It's just peaceful in here because it is. If it's summertime, it's a little cooler in here and whatnot. So yeah, but let's actually delve in and see what there's to see. And I show you also, I think this is probably one of my favorite exhibits up here. And I dig this one scene right there. We'll get a closer look up to it. But there's the polar bear. This is one of my favorites here though. Check this scene out. Got the big walrus there. I love it. I don't know why, but I like the canoe. I just like it. Different little exhibits behind the glass. Hunters on the ice. Dragging their gear. Actual photos of people. There's another model. They're looking for the whale. Oh, he has a elk or something in there, caribou or something on his sled. Another scene. He's catching. What is that? Is that salmon or something? Look at that. And the igloo. The snow house igloo. Let's go inside where it's warm. We are inside the igloo, and there's the hole in the ceiling for like the smoke to go out when they have a fire. But yeah, here's the family inside. They're drying their boots up top, and I don't know, he's trying to be funny. He's trying to be a funny guy there. Ah, they're gonna skin the dog or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think he's hanging.
Oh, well, he wasn't. Okay, he's not trying to be a funny guy. He is hanging. Never mind then. Yeah, it looked like he was grabbing on something. Yeah, but yeah. Life in the igloo. In the snow house.
Just for a carpet.
There's the other side of the igloo. It's pretty cool. I'm telling you, when you're, I mean, even I like it, but when you're a kid and stuff like that in a museum is really cool. Whale boats. Look at this. Wow, that was carved. Wow. Check out some of the other carvings here. I mean, you know, I couldn't do it, man. Look at that. That is insane. Wow. Here's some other things that were carved. Man, I would love to have that. Just, not that it's probably worth a lot of money, you know, that's not why I would want it, but that looks cool. And then that ceremonial bucket. More art on tusks. Amazing, man. Wow. And the Hall of American Indians. And all through here on the other side. Yeah, this is a great exhibit here. There's my favorite dude right there, Kakla. He's there. I tell you what, this guy is here. He never lets me down. He's here every time I come here. Every time. Climb aboard the fishing canoe. You can, and again, no, yeah, you can. This is hands-on. This is hands-on in here.
What's the middle?
Well, the middle's for somebody. But there's only two of us, so. But yeah,
So we have to go.
it's hands-on. It's hands-on. No, those don't. Yeah, I mean, those don't come on.
Can't actually row.
No, that's so it's half hands-on. But yeah, it's cool. When you're a kid, you want to climb in this boat. You want to get a selfie. It's like, Mom, take my picture, and you're like, ah. That's what you want to do in here. Here we got the legend in the story, the bear and the raven. Stop it, read it. I am loving this. So cool. Ancestral heirlooms in here. That little serving tray. That's really cool. Look at that trunk. Frog with this. Yeah, look at
the whole setup.
that's what I'm saying though. Look at that. Wow. I like those totems in the back too. Wow. Baskets, woven baskets. Pride and Peril, talking about different people that come to work. There he is up there, proud iron worker. I was just looking at this beaver because it was just Groundhog Day, but which the beaver didn't remind me of that. But what reminded me of that is the top hats, which got me thinking of Punxsutawney and Punxsutawney Phil, and those hats though are made out of beaver. Different garb, some different tribes. Look at the horses all adorned. Look at that. Wow. And then come over here, look at these headdresses. Wow, look at that one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm assuming all this is like on buffalo skin. Oh, even the shoes, yeah. But all the artwork. Look at that. Wow. And look at this piece. That is insane. The Battle of the Little Bighorn. Battle of the Greasy Grass. Let's stop it, read it. And that's the story that's depicted on there. Look at this.
This time, however, before he was able to put his pouch away.
So they're playing, this is story time in here. So you can sit down on these benches that they have. Actually, that feels good. We've been walking around for a pretty decent time, but listen to the story. And look up at the stars here.
Black God placed so carefully have names. The ones Coyote blew randomly into the sky are nameless. After Coyote...
Here's some dolls. Well, I don't know if they're considered dolls or not, but that's in us. Yeah, dolls, yeah. Which are really cool. Getting ready to go to a wedding here. And then this was always one of my favorites too. It's home. You can look inside. And I believe if you come over here, somebody should be yeah, there he is up there. There he is up there. I don't know if he's working on the house or what he's doing. Maybe he's calling a neighbor. Yeah. Nice little display in here. Here's some skin boats. Human skin, no, it's made out of, you know, probably let's see what it says. Does it say anything about it? It's probably like walrus skin. Yeah. And if you look over there, there's the igloo again. And what do we got here? He's fishing for seal, maybe? Not the singer, but yes, he is. Look, right there, right there, hunting at the breathing hole. So there's a hole that he's making to breathe, and he is ready with his spear. Okay, if we come through here, we are in some miniature dioramas, all miniatures, and they are pretty elaborate in here. They're really cool. Look at this, all miniatures. Look at that. But check this out. Out here. You're gonna feel like we're in Greece. This is crazy, crazy cool out here. Wait till I show you the inside over there. It's getting pretty late. It's pretty quiet in here. I've been here I've been here for a while, but look at this, man. This is insane back in here. I don't know, I think they hold, I don't know about in here. I know there's a place where they hold events, like maybe dinners and stuff like that, people get married. But check this out. Look at this. Look at how cool this is here. And this is inside the Natural History Museum here. Look at that. Right? I'm telling you, I'm getting there. Look at this. That is so cool. It's a recreation of some stuff here. But yeah, like this here. Yeah, these are all different casts and reproductions of some of the places. This is amazing here. This is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, see there's a microphone here. So I think they do hold like different events in here and such. Look at those doors. And they open. That one looks like it's open, so they probably come in if somebody's speaking from that door. Right? This is cool. Yeah, this is really wild in here. I'll go down that other aisle real quick. But yeah. And here is, look at that. Right? Oh, look, they're getting ready because they're setting up cameras up there.
Those lights or something?
Or no, is that somebody up there? Yeah, right? Or is that just, I see stuff moving up there.
It looks like maybe a light.
It is a,
don't know, there's
yeah,
a
but I
microphone
see
right
some, yeah, but I see some stuff moving up there. I don't know if that was somebody up there or not. Okay, we got one more area to go down. Check this out. What's that? Yeah. For the projectors? Look at this. And even there's the discus. I don't know if a lot of people come back in here. And some more pieces. Look at those up there, man, that's crazy. It's wild. Look at that. Just imagine if you were really in Greece. But I do wish the Egyptian room would have been done because or open, because it is super cool. But I think we're getting close to the end of the video. I tried to show you as much as I could. But they are going to be closing here very, very shortly. So let's finish this up, shall we? And that was the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. I'm in like kind of like a banquet hall. This is where they have like sometimes like events and stuff like that. But Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, down in Oakland, there's a lot of stuff to do in Oakland, a lot of places to eat. I did not show you everything. You could, I think we probably spent, it's going on close to 5 hours since we've been here, and I really could have spent a lot more time. I did walk through the art museum that they have. Like I said, I couldn't film it. Wish I could have, but when you come here, you do get that included in the price. But awesome place. Come to Pittsburgh, check it out. That ceiling's pretty cool, right? Yeah, wish I could show you more, but you're gonna have to come here for yourself and check it out. Spend a lot more time in a dinosaur exhibit. If you have kids, they can play and they can dust off the bones and stuff like that that's in the sand. But I hope you liked today's adventure. I'm a little bit warmer than I have been in the past few videos that I've done, so I'm happy about that. I'm supposed to be warming up here shortly. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read every single one. I appreciate you guys that watch and like the videos and subscribe. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, Better Malenge.